Hello for the second week of Advent and using only the first reading from Genesis. And this is different. It's called an artificial intelligence homily, an AI homily, with my introduction. And I'm using only Genesis 22, verses 1 to 2, verses 9a, verses 10 to 13, and verses 15 to 18. An artificial intelligence homily. And it goes like this. Why did God, who knows everything, all things, ask Abraham to kill his son? He already knows that he's faithful, he's good, but he asked him to kill his son Isaac. How could God do this? The good God, the God of love, asked Abraham to offer his sacrifice, Isaac, and kill him with a knife and burn him on the altar. I don't know about you, but sometimes I have a hard time understanding who and what God is all about. And this baffles me, and probably it might baffle you too. So I took this and I wanted to ask or think it through, and I did. This loving God killing his son. I know my dad would have never killed me. He loved me. And you the same. What does this mean? Well, I tell you, I did my little meditation on all this and never totally understood it. So I thought I would go to artificial intelligence and ask artificial intelligence. Here's the question that I proposed on artificial intelligence. Why did God ask Abraham to kill his son Isaac and offer him in sacrifice? I don't understand. Okay, here's what artificial intelligence, or she, is a she speaking, in 12 seconds said to me, and I'm just going to read it and see what you think about this. And here it goes. God's command to Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac is a profound and perplexing story found in the book of Genesis. Let's explore some perspectives to shed light on this challenging event. 1. Obedience and faith. Abraham, known for his unwavering faith, responded to God's command with silent obedience. He rose early in the morning, prepared to journey to the mountain where Isaac would be sacrificed. But let's look at Hebrews 11, verse 19. In Hebrews in the New Testament, reveals that Abraham believed God could even raise Isaac from the dead, demonstrating his trust in God's sovereignty. In this act of obedience, Abraham foreshadowed the true sacrifice of God's only begotten Son, Jesus, under obedience and faith. 2. Context. Ancient Hebrew storytelling techniques require readers to see seemingly separate stories as interconnected. The key to understanding this event lies in the context. She says in artificial intelligence, the story of Hagar and Ishmael immediately precedes the account of Isaac's sacrifice. Abraham had previously sent Hagar and Ishmael into the wilderness, perceiving Ishmael as a threat to Isaac's inheritance. Hmm. Artificial intelligence goes on. God's command to sacrifice Isaac as a burnt offering was significant. Burnt offerings were made to atone, emphasizing the importance of reconciliation with God. Mhm. By linking these stories, the Bible invites us to recognize their relationship. Abraham's willingness to sacrifice Isaac's echoes God's ultimate sacrifice, Jesus, for the humanity's redemption. Hmm. And then three, and sort of finally almost, Abraham's priorities. Quote, sacrificing Isaac meant giving up something more important to him than his own life, namely, giving up his own son, Isaac. In this act, Abraham demonstrates that he cared about God's will above all else, even his cherished son, Isaac. And that's sort of the end, but it said, I just said to myself, wow, that's pretty good insight into this wild story. And then it ends with artificial intelligence says, this is mysterious. This is challenging. It ultimately points to God's character and his redemptive plan. Hmm. What do you think about that? What do you think? Why did God ask Abraham to kill his son Isaac? I still think it's wild. But I beginning to think that maybe artificial homilies aren't as bad as they say. Artificial intelligence is really a danger. Watch out. I really believe downright, down deep, it's like the computer, the internet. I used to think the internet was God's greatest gift to humanity. I don't think that anymore. I think you can use the internet for good and for evil. And I think maybe this artificial intelligence, AI, will be able to be used for good or for evil. What do you think about AI? What do you think about why God asked Abraham to kill his only son? Hmm. Have a good day. Maybe artificial intelligence homilies could be better than Larry's Hehman hokey homily helpers. Have a good day.